I got a text from my deceased sister's phone 3 years after we buried her, and what it said made me dig up her grave. My sister Emma passed away 3 years ago. Car accident on Highway 101 just outside of Seattle. She was 24, I was 21. They never found her phone at the crash site. Police assumed it flew into the woods on impact or someone at the scene stole it. We held her funeral, buried her, and tried to move on with our lives. Last Tuesday, at 2:47 in the morning, my phone lit up on my nightstand. A text message from Emma's number. I sat up so fast, I almost fell out of bed. My hands were shaking as I grabbed my phone. The message was simple, just 3 words. "I'm so cold." I stared at that screen for what felt like an hour. My rational brain tried to make sense of it. Someone found her old phone. A sick prank. A wrong number that happened to be hers. But my heart was pounding because that's exactly what Emma used to text me when she wanted me to bring her a blanket. Our little sister code from when we were kids. I typed back with trembling fingers. "Who is this?" 3 dots appeared immediately. Someone was typing. Then, "It's dark here. I can't see anything. Where am I?" My entire body went numb. I called the number. It rang 4 times, then went to voicemail. Emma's voice. Her actual voice that I hadn't heard in 3 years. "Hey, it's Emma. Leave a message and I'll call you back. Unless you're a telemarketer, then don't." I broke down crying. That voicemail, God, I had forgotten how she always added that stupid joke at the end. The texts kept coming. "Why won't anyone answer me?" Then, "I've been calling for help, but nobody comes." Then, "Sarah, please, I'm scared." Sarah, that's my name. She used my name. I didn't sleep that night. I sat in my bed, staring at my phone, too terrified to respond, too desperate to look away. At 6 in the morning, another message came through. "Why did you leave me here?" That broke something in me. I got dressed, got in my car, and drove to Riverside Cemetery where we buried her. I don't know what I expected to find. Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. The groundskeeper was just arriving when I pulled into the parking lot. I walked straight to her plot. Section D, row 7. I stood there, staring at her headstone. Emma Catherine Morrison. Born March 15th. Passed away September 22nd. Beloved daughter and sister. My phone buzzed. Another text. "I can hear you breathing. Are you close?" I spun around. Nobody was there. Just rows and rows of headstones and the morning mist rolling between them. My phone buzzed again. "Please dig. I need to get out." That's when I lost it. I fell to my knees in front of her grave and started clawing at the grass with my bare hands. I know how insane that sounds, but in that moment, the only thing that mattered was the possibility, the impossible possibility that my sister was somehow alive down there. The groundskeeper ran over and pulled me away. He was yelling, asking if I was okay, threatening to call the police. I showed him the texts. All of them. He went pale. He made a call. 20 minutes later, 2 police officers arrived. I explained everything. They looked at me like I was having a mental breakdown. One of them, Officer Chen, was actually at Emma's accident scene 3 years ago. He remembered her case. I begged them. I got on my knees and begged them to open the grave. Officer Chen made some calls. By noon, we had an exhumation order. It took them 6 hours to get the equipment there and dig down to the casket. I'll never forget the sound of the shovel hitting the coffin. that hollow thud. They pulled it up. The cemetery director asked if I was sure I wanted to be there when they opened it. I said yes. They opened the casket. Emma's body was there, exactly as we'd left her 3 years ago. Preserved, peaceful, deceased. Very clearly gone. Her phone wasn't with her. I felt my own phone buzz in my pocket. I pulled it out with shaking hands. Another text from Emma's number. Long grave. Officer Chen saw the message. His face went white. He grabbed my phone and tried to call the number. It rang once, then the call dropped. He tried again. The number you are trying to reach is no longer in service. We stood there in that cemetery, standing over my sister's open grave, staring at a phone that just received a text from a disconnected number. Officer Chen ran a trace on Emma's phone. It pinged to a cell tower 40 miles away, in the woods off Highway 101, right near where she crashed. He put together a search team. I went with them. We searched for 3 days. On the third day, a canine unit found something buried under leaves and dirt, about 30 feet from the crash site. It was a phone, Emma's phone, in a waterproof case. The screen was cracked, but when they powered it on, it still worked. The battery was at 2%. They checked the phone's activity. No texts had been sent. No calls had been made. Not in 3 years. The last activity on the phone was the night of her accident. But I have the messages. They're on my phone. 23 texts from Emma's number, time-stamped with her contact photo and everything. The police saw them. The groundskeeper saw them. They're real. The tech forensics team examined both phones. They found something they won't fully explain to me. But Officer Chen pulled me aside last week and told me this. Emma's phone had been recording audio the entire time it was buried in those woods. 3 years of audio files. They're still going through them. He said in the most recent files, from last Tuesday at 2:47 a.m., they can hear a voice, a woman's voice, calling my name. I asked him if it was Emma's voice. He wouldn't answer. He just told me they're going to keep investigating, and that I should probably talk to someone, a therapist. He gave me a card. I haven't slept in 6 days. I keep staring at my phone, waiting for another message. Emma's contact is still in my phone. Her number still shows mobile under her name. Last night at 2:47 a.m. exactly, my phone buzzed. But it wasn't a text. It was a voicemail from Emma's number. I haven't listened to it yet. It's sitting in my voicemail right now, 12 seconds long. I don't know if I want to know what it says, but I don't think I have a choice anymore, because this morning I woke up to find muddy footprints leading from my front door to my bedroom. Small footprints, size 7. Emma wore size 7.